We've reprogrammed your mindset. We've eliminated limiting beliefs. We've installed the wealth mentality. We've mastered that focus and discipline. And finally, we built the unbreakable mindset. They're not obviously at 100%. You just started learning about all of this, but you have the tools to implement them over time. So 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, you will have a substantially improved lifestyle from where you're starting this journey. Give yourself the time, the patience, and the peace to fail and make corrections as you get there. You're not going to be this excellent by the time you're watching this video because you just started the previous steps. Give yourself plenty of time and honestly don't even focus on it. Make it a habit and only check in ever so often. And over time, like the gym, you'll be able to see the gains you're truly achieving. But now there's really only one thing left. True execution at scale. Because at the end of the day, none of this means anything if you don't take action fast. The number one killer of success isn't failure. It isn't the lack of knowledge, and it also isn't the lack of resources. It's hesitation. It almost brings a tear to my eye, but one last time, I'm gonna give you one more story. Two men stand at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the water below. The first man doesn't hesitate, he jumps instantly, cutting through the air, hitting the water hard, but surfacing with a smile. He did it. He's in the water, ready for the next move. The second man waits. He looks at the jump. He overthinks it. What if I hit the water wrong? What if I'm not ready? What if this isn't the best time? The wind's coming in, minutes pass, then hours, and eventually he walks away. The only difference, the first man trusted himself. He wasn't fearless. He just didn't let his fears control him. The second man overthought himself out of action. He let the doubts kill his potential. This is how most people live. They hesitate, they wait, they overthink until that opportunity gone forever. The paralysis trap. People think waiting is equivalent to playing it safe, but in reality, waiting is the riskiest thing you can do. How do you know the opportunity as a whole will even exist if you wait? Taking action ensures that the opportunity is taken advantage of. Speed is the ultimate advantage. The ones who win aren't always the smartest, they're just the first to get a product on the marketplace that generally makes sense. And therefore the ones that make money aren't the most talented. They're the ones who take action first. There's so many products that really weren't the best when they first launched. Mark Zuckerberg was smart, right? But there were better products out there than Facebook. Facebook was originally a dating app designed to rate people on their attractiveness, but he just was the first one to have a system like that out. And eventually, obviously now it's a huge, massive social platform and corporation called Meta. But his platform was just one of the earliest out there, so it gained traction faster than anything else. And therefore, he seems like a genius, and he kind of is, because he saw the potential to take advantage of an opportunity that most other people would never. What I'm trying to say is the world rewards action, not hesitation. The fastest creator wins, fastest entrepreneur wins, the fastest adapter wins. I made so many mistakes by jumping into things head first, but I've also made so many great things happen for myself. As we talked about last lesson, I had so many more opportunities to learn from my failures because I was willing to take the jump off the cliff. If you've been waiting, doubting, and second guessing yourself, just stop, because nobody's coming to save you. Only way to win is to play the game of chess and to move the pawns, understanding that it might not be the best, but you're still playing. And with playing comes feedback and learning. As always, here's our formula. How to take action faster than 99% of people. First, stop looking for the perfect plan. Most people spend months trying to find the right path. The truth is, there really is no right path. You only find the next best step on the path by walking forward. Action creates clarity. Learning only happens on the back end of stimulus, but stimulus doesn't happen without action. Action reveals what the next move is. Action forces learning. If you're stuck right now, maybe this is your sign. Make a decision and go. Adjust as you move, and you're gonna seem like the genius Zuckerberg was. 2, set deadlines that force action. No deadline means no urgency. If you're serious about growth, set short, aggressive deadlines. We've talked about SMART goals before, but that's the best way to set up a timely goal. SMART: specific, measurable, actionable, reasonable, and timely. If you can measure all of those factors within the writing of your goal, then you have set yourself a good deadline. You want to launch a brand? Give yourself a timeline like 7 days and explain exactly how you're going to measure outcomes. You want to create content? Post it today and say exactly what you're going to post and write out the script. Want to land your first client? Take action and make it happen within 24 hours. There's no more someday, okay? That doesn't exist in your head anymore. Again, route the neural pathway, the neuroplasticity of your brain brain. Deadlines create pressure. Pressure creates movement, also diamonds. Part 3, execute before you feel ready. Most people wait until they feel ready. That's a lie. You will never feel ready. The fear doesn't go away, you just move through it. And I'll tell you, so often than not, the fastest way to kill the doubt is to move your mind away from it before it can kill you. By now, you essentially have 2 choices. You keep learning but never execute. You can find all the free resources that are on the internet, on YouTube, Google searches, even GPT. It's going to take so long to piece them together in the way the expert would for you. You can try to figure it out yourself, but it's going to be at the expense of the most valuable asset you haven't been focusing on: time. We talked about this. It's more valuable than money, and it's what you should be focusing your system on. So with that mindset, what are you gonna do next? You can stay in the same place, waiting for the right time while others pass you by, or option 2. You decide right now that hesitation is no longer the option. A true leader makes the best decision in the moment, regardless of the information they have, and they live with the consequences, understanding it's not always gonna work out. But when it does, they also get the glory. There's never really a failure as long as you're learning from it, as we talked about last lesson. You step into action mode and start making moves, and that's what people look up to. It's what drives organizations. It's what creates progress on projects, and it's what actually brings the money in. Because no one is coming to give you success. You have to reach out and grab it with a firm hand, understanding that you are fully aware of your actions. This is just the beginning. This mindset, primer course, whatever you want to call it, this is getting you ready for the next level of ascend. We haven't even talked about the business stuff yet. How to create your offer, how to set up your branding, your identity, your voice, your funnel, your community, your platform, your primary offer, how to price it, all of these massive things that we cover in the paid side. And yes, it is paid because it's the only way I can guarantee that you take action. When you have a price linked to an outcome, you are taking action to ensure that you are justifying the reason for that cost. It's why Xboxes cost so much, because you play them more to justify why you bought it. And all of a sudden you like it more and you keep spending money. An Xbox doesn't have to cost that much. An iPhone doesn't have to cost that much, but they know if they price it higher, you're going to use it more. I'm putting just a basic minimal price tag on the paid side of things because I want you to do the same thing. I have to treat you like a baby because somebody needs to. I have to assume all of you need an equal amount of help, and you're probably gonna come back and thank me for it because so many positive reviews that we have in our community have. Go ahead and read through them if you have free time. Anyways, this course was your primer, the foundation, the reprogramming of past beliefs and transforming into that new you. You are taking action, you are installing the homework, and you are slowly rerouting the neural connections to remind yourself of who this new identity is. What actions you take, what you believe is right and wrong, what your dream day looks like, all of these things we talked about. But what happens next? Well, that depends on how serious you are. This is already a great community for networking, so if you don't need the help, then leave or stay and engage at this level. But if you are an action taker and you are ready to take the next step, ascend is where you execute and where you ascend. Now I'm gonna briefly discuss how we can help you do that because I wanna prepare you. And I also don't want you spending money on something that you're not actually ready for. The first option is our basic community, the step-by-step roadmap on building your first business. It's personal brand consulting, how to do everything I just mentioned before. Craft your voice, build an authority, and sell a product. Creating passive income and high-ticket offers at a massive scale. We do workshops, once a week AMAs, where you can connect in a broader, more focused community environment that's bigger than just networking. You'll also get guest speakers experienced in this industry and people that are also paying a little bit of money to be in this environment that are actually serious, so you can avoid having weird conversations with people that you aren't sure are actually doing something. Again, you're paying to be in a community of action takers. There's also instant learning opportunities. I'm paying you guys bounties and giving you your money back if you find ways to engage with our community. Literally, our affiliate program pays you money to teach you how to sell an offer so you can go out and promote our community as if it were your product, and you can practice being good at sales because you're gonna need to do that for your offer, so you might as well use our pre-built community as a trial product and make money with us doing it. Or you can just create content and complete our bounties that way. But if you're just starting out and you want the blueprint to making money online in the actual community-focused, business-oriented way, then that's gonna be the course like this, focused on that stuff. The next option is obviously the inner circle. It's gonna be more focused on connecting with me and the team directly. So we do weekly strategy calls where we're gonna meet up in bigger, more focused groups, but it's gonna be only limited to 70 members total in the inner circle. You're gonna get direct coaching from me and my team, and I'm gonna get to know your personal situation. I'm gonna understand where you're at with your business, and we're gonna kind of give you targeted advice in a more local session. There's obviously only a limited amount of members, so you can connect with people at a very high level that understand what you're doing and focus on taking the system you built in the basic community and scaling that to achieve whatever desired amount of monthly income you want. Maybe it's 10 grand, maybe it's 50 grand, maybe it's up to 200 grand. We've seen all of those. You're also gonna get advanced course concept, which goes into deeper level business strategy. So again, I'd recommend you work your way up through these tiers, but capitalizing on what we already built in the basic community, you're gonna understand how to take everything that you previously built and scale that and build the systems we talked about in this mindset. How do we buy our time back by having other people do the work? And then finally, obviously, elite networking. And this will guarantee that obviously you are the sum of your closest 5 connections, but you put yourself in a room of high earners and you become somebody that is almost guaranteed to make that level of money. You've done everything lining yourself up perfectly for that success. So if you're already making moves and you're watching this and you just want to scale faster, I would recommend that course to you. And if you don't want the basic community, I can help catch you up to speed on where you should be at when I get the chance to meet with you. Option 3 is the Ascend Agency. Now this is on or off. It's private one-to-one client work. I only limit this to 30 members because I only want 100 members in my close network. That's the 70 from the inner circle and 30 clients at a time. It's essentially the done-for-you business model. We create the automations, the systems based on whatever coaching strategy or community type you want to have. And we give you the blueprint so you can just create the content and put it together, the offer, and scale effortlessly. We're gonna coach you in 6 high-intensity strategy sessions. These are gonna be custom tailored to the specific business you have. Again, with that, I am personally giving you my one-to-one time, so I'm gonna get to know you and your situation and figure out the best plan of attack for you. And with that, over the 90-day period that we typically work together, you're gonna get a full-time strategy team. And over this 3-month period that you will work with our agency and we put together the system for you, you're gonna have a personalized success team. Essentially hands-on execution with my strategists. The experts, people specialized in one specific task that can do it better than anyone else out there, saving you the maximum amount of time. Again, we talked about how buying back our time is the greatest asset. So if this is a business you are taking seriously, then this is the time you want to invest. You know that it's done the best and possible right way instead of making a million mistakes to learn it yourself. We also train you on what those mistakes are so you don't make them when you start playing the game yourself. And we do regular check-ins to make sure that you have no problem running the system for the 3-month period. And then after that, we have coaching available where you can keep us around and meet with us regularly, but it's at a much reduced rate because you chose to have us as your setup agency. So we don't need as much time to get acclimated with your system, figure out how your things work. We can get straight into optimizing. And again, that's VIP only access. That's gonna be linked off to our website where you can book a call with me and we can interview. I can figure out whether you're a good fit for me and you're coachable, and you can figure out whether Ascend's actually gonna help you. But I'll tell you, for you, probably won't be too much of a decision. It has to work both ways, otherwise I can't adequately coach you, and therefore I'm not gonna want you to be working with us. But it takes me getting to know your personality and what your goals are to actually determine if we're gonna be a good fit. I don't want you to have a bad experience and leave us a bad review or go rant about us online, because in the consulting business, reputation is everything. You should know this too for your coaching or service community. So if you want personalized coaching as well as execution, this is the done-for-you system that within 90 days will be completely set up and tailored to your business. If you already exist, we're gonna go through and rebuild it and optimize it to take you to whatever next level is right for you. And again, those are goals we'll set on our initial consultation. So feel free to reach out and book a call with me or the team, and it's gonna be no risk to you. We're not gonna push you for payment. So again, those are all the options Ascend has for you. I know that feels a little salesy, but I want you to know that we have planned everything. The initial mindset to get you ready to succeed, the basic community to help you build your own system and gain influence and create sales, how to take that to the next level and connect with people that have been doing it and surrounding yourself with the best network possible if you want to keep running the system yourself. And finally, how to work and get expert advice from our team, or start from scratch and have a fast track to get to that point by investing money in the best team out there. You now have everything you need to shift your mindset, your action, and finally start making money online. You're going to beat a lot of new entrepreneurs because your mindset is at a different level from theirs. And if you've been honoring the homework, then I can guarantee you will see success. But again, knowledge is useless without execution. Speed is the cheat code. Action is the separator. Decisions create success. So make your decision. If you're serious, pick your next phase and step into execution mode. Because the ones who move first can and are winning inside of our communities. And if you don't want to stay with us, that's fine. But find a way to better your community and start taking action on the business idea that you got into here with. You know what it is. You have to expel the doubts and become the person that we started being on lesson 1. With that said, guys, I'm really happy you made it through. I'm really happy you took the time to better yourself in this way. I might never see you again. If you subscribe to me on YouTube, I hope I can see you there. If you're in the community, I'm going to be very excited to meet you guys. But now, the rest is on you. I'm passing the baton, and I wish you truly the best in all realms of endeavor. Good luck, and as always, I'm rooting for you.